Hi, class. I am totally committed to researching for a dissertation the United States colored troops from Kentucky during the U.S. Civil War. And this week, I found 3 Oxford scholarly journals that relate well to my dissertation topic. The first article is by Judkin Browning, who writes a review of the book Campfires of Freedom, the Camp Life of Black Soldiers During the U.S. Civil War. The book is by Keith P. Wilson, 2002. Browning notes how Wilson relies heavily on over 200 unpublished manuscripts in a collection in more than 60 archives and a wide assortment of published primary accounts of stories. Brown emphasizes that the Army camp is a rich site for historical excavation. Wilson makes good use of these resources to describe the soldiers' life in camp, explore their collective memories, their experiences, and examine the cultural change that took place as the Army became the university of learning for their degrees in citizenship. Wilson emphasizes that all soldiers, whether free, Northern, blacks, or free slaves, brought their cultural traditions to the Army, where through constant exposure with other soldiers, increased military discipline, and they modified their existing ideas and adopted new ideas. In the process, they forged a new identity as Black American citizens. In summary, Wilson examines the social dynamics of race relations in the Union Army camps, the relationships that involved between the Southern and Northern Negro soldiers, and the role of off-duty activities played in helping the soldiers meet the demands of military service and the challenges of freedom. The second article, Conduct Inexcusable and Unjustified, Bound Children, Battered Free Women, and the Limits of Emancipation in Kentucky's Bluegrass Region, by Michael J. Rhine, and published in the Journal of Social History in 2008. Rhine emphasizes how although most white Kentuckians had opposed secession in 1861, by war's end, a clear majority had assumed a decisively Confederate identity. And by the end of the decade, they had many ways successfully redeemed their state's perceived federal interference in the form of the Hatred Freedoms Bureau. Former slaves, abolitionists, and especially Negro women and children bore the brunt of this violent resistance to both federal authority and freed people's dreams of Black equality. Although the war ended in 1865, Kentucky did not ratify the Reconstruction Amendments until 1976. The article then begs to question the legacy of the soldiers of the United States colored troops. A third article, Camp Nelson and Kentucky Civil War Memory, published in the Historical Archaeology, Stephen McBride emphasizes how Kentucky joined the Confederacy after the war, a theme that is explored by Rhine in the previous discussed article. McBride says after the war, Kentucky promoted the lost cause narrative of the war, which denied the central place of slavery and emancipation, and further denies that Negro soldiers and civilians made significant contributions to the Union victory. Having read these 3 articles and examined the author's methodology, they have provided valuable insight into my discussion topic. However, I plan to challenge the conventional thinking that the contribution of the Negro soldiers were anything less than significant. Thank you for watching my video.